Hello friends, welcome back to Accountitude. Continuing with the theory questions, or you can say MCQs or 1 mark questions. V and M are the partners sharing profits equally. They admit Y for 1/5 share. At the time of the admission, it was found that there was a liability for the claim for damages against the firm of rupees 1 lakh. That liability was contingent, which was decided by the firm at 80,000 rupees. Now, for creating a liability of damages, which account is to be debited and with what amount? First of all, bete, the point given over here, liability of claim, this was a contingent liability. What is contingent liability? Which may happen or may not happen. Here they thought it to be of rupees 1 lakh, which was not provided in the balance sheet. But actually, when court took a decision, then court decided that this is of rupees 80,000, which is payable by the firm. Now, firm had made a loss of rupees 80,000. So which account is to be debited? That is revaluation account. Revaluation account needs to be debited with rupees 80,000. You know what is another name for revaluation account? That is P&L adjustment account. So P&L adjustment account with rupees 80,000 would be debited. Now question again there is, which account would be credited? If I have to ask you that, then in this very case, beta ji, see over here that firm's claim liability has been decided for how much rupees 80,000. So this will go on the liability side. Which account would be credited here? That is claim for damages, or liability for claim for damages, or claim for damages, and it will go to the liability side of the balance sheet and revaluation accounts debit side. Okay, now the next is prepaid salaries that are given in the balance sheet with rupees 40,000. You have always to take into the consideration whether a particular thing is from the balance sheet or additional information. Here prepaid salaries are given in the balance sheet and nothing is given in the additional information, so we have nothing to do with this point. Now this point is given in the balance sheet, it would be on the asset side. We will prepare new balance sheet, then we will take it again on the asset side. No journal is required, no treatment is required, because additional information is silent over here. Next is employees provident fund. This I has discussed in the previous videos also, that employees provident fund is liability of the partnership firm that was given in the balance sheet with rupees 8,000. Now in the additional information it is given that EPF is to be raised by 2,000. That means there is an additional liability on EPF with rupees 2,000. When there is an additional liability, it's a loss to the firm, so it will go on the debit side of the revaluation account and on the liability side of the balance sheet, right? So revaluation account is debited with how much? Rupees 2,000. But now in balance sheet, total liability would be this newly created 2,000 plus 8,000 that was already existing, right? Beta ji, see over here again that they already are supposed to pay rupees 8,000, but now it is found that additional rupees 2,000 needs to be provided in the books of account. So additional 2,000 is to be provided, will go at two places. First one will remain where it was on which side? That was in balance sheet liability side, so it remained at there with 8,000. Now this 2,000 is given two adjustment: first revaluation account debit side, second liability side. So the total over here in the balance sheet becomes 10,000. Okay, now the next point is patents given in the balance sheet were of 12,000, but in the additional information you are provided that they carry no value. Now valueless means having no value. So the patents which are shown in the balance sheet on the asset side are carrying no value. Now that means it is a loss to the firm. For if it is a loss to the firm, it needs to be written off from the books of accounts. When it is to be written off, revaluation account is to be debited credited to patents account, that would be journal for rupees 12,000. Now what's its effect? On the debit side of the revaluation, there would be written to patents 12,000. On another case, from asset side, patents value will become 0. Nothing would be recorded for the patents value. So for this additional point, additional information, we did two adjustments. First of all, patents have been credited because they are valueless, and which account loss have been transferred, that is revaluation account debit side. Thank you Accountitude. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Keep scoring, and if there are any issues regarding any of the question, kindly put them in the comment box. Thank you.